Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming next.
Good Sports was recorded live on Saturday, April 16th.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at Mission Bowl in Olathe. Mission Bowl is one of the finest independently owned bowling centers in the country. Mission Bowl in Olathe delivers a top-quality bowling experience so bowlers and their families come back again and again. They offer top-notch leagues, party programs, plus camps and clinics for all ages. At Mission Bowl, you can have a great time at prices that won't break your family's budget. Mission Bowl in Olathe is located at 1020 South Weaver Street, just off 56 Highway in Olathe. Call them at 913-782-0279 or visit missionbowl.com. When looking for family fun, look no further than Mission Bowl in Olathe. Now, in our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the programs at KCIC that have raised the skill level and competitiveness of young hockey players in Kansas City. In our Sporting Lee's Summit Soccer Report, we write about the Sporting Lee Summit Academy, which resembles a European soccer academy, and the club helps the club identify and develop the best young soccer players in the area. So behind me, we've got a lot of young kids and adults that are bowling, and we're here at Mission Bowl in Olathe. And joining us on Good Sports are Cynthia Thomas, who is the general manager here at Mission Bowl, and Alanna Dierking, who is a fourth-generation bowler, and she's also the Kansas 5A high school bowling champion in 2016. Welcome, Alanna. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
Cynthia,
having us.
thank you for joining us.
Thank
Let's start off. Mission Bowl's been around for a long time, hasn't it, Cynthia?
It has. My family started a location in Mission in 1956, and we bought our second location here in Olathe in 2004. So we're third generation working on our fourth generation.
That is just incredible. And does your fourth generation work here as well? Alanna, do you work here?
My first job actually was at the location in Mission. I worked out in the mini golf when I was 12, 13 years old, and I think that's pretty similar to a lot of my aunts and uncles and other cousins, who are coming up. It's our first job. It's part of who we are.
So management is in your future, it sounds like.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. So I mentioned this at the beginning. You're an independently family-owned business, obviously, that we talked about. And that's kind of unusual here in Kansas City. I know that there were AMF and still are AMF lanes, and AMF is a big company across the country and things like that. What benefit does that deliver to the people that come here and the fact that you're family-owned, Cynthia?
Well, I think we focus really on the family aspect. Sometimes in corporations that gets lost, but here at Mission and Mission Bowl in Olathe, families are number one. We started as a family. Our customers are part of our family. So having that independent, we take pride in everything we do, and it's important. If something goes wrong, it really reflects who we are as a family, and
Yeah.
That's kind of something we have to do.
And you always know when you arrive here, the same people are going to be here because it is the family, and that's a plus as well. So you get comfortable.
Correct. And our employees are now family. Most of them are long-term. We do not have a high turnover rate. So, they'll know you by name here.
Exactly, yeah. So there's a lot of things going on right now. There's so much that's on your website. Let's start off with just some basics. How many lanes do you have, and what does it cost to bowl, and what are your hours here?
Okay. Well, both of our locations are 24 lanes. They're pretty similar to each other in appearance. Typically, you can come bowling for adults for $4 a game.
Wow.
Yeah. Kids are $3. Shoes are $3.30. We have tons of specials, so you can always find $1 Buck Night, $2 Tuesdays, Cosmic Bowling, which is a cheaper rate of bowling.
Is it? Yeah, Margarita.
Margarita Mondays.
Okay.
So the one thing
but Alanna can't do that one.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not quite yet.
But one thing that we've always kind of focused on is, as a family, it always costs us a lot of money to go places. We used to do things as a large group, and nobody wants to spend that kind of money. So we've made things family friendly. within budget. So maybe a family of 4 or 5 can go out and spend 2 hours for under $50.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
terrific. So one of the things you offer is parties. You've got parties for adults. You've got parties for kids. You've got parties for corporations.
We have parties for
Parties
everybody.
yeah, exactly.
And if we don't have a party, we'll make a party. So,
Exactly.
we
Exactly.
can do it for anybody.
But and those parties can include food or just be bowling.
They
you know.
can. We have different packages from 1 hour to 2 hours. We can cater it. We can get you anything. Just because we have a catering menu doesn't mean that we can't enhance that. So parties are a big deal around here. We do them as fundraisers. We do them as business events. Birthday parties. You want to have your 40th birthday party, or Elena's getting ready to graduate from high school. She could have her graduation party here. So we also do prom for like Olathe North.
Oh,
They're
wow.
having their prom here. So, we can do anything you want. If it's not on the website, we can make it happen.
And then you have obviously leagues. That's super important for everyone. You can give me a rundown of the different leagues that you have, but you can also create your own.
You can create your own. We have leagues as small as 10 weeks all the way up to 17 weeks in the wintertime, which is usually September to May. We have full traditional leagues that can go from 33 weeks. So we have everything from men's leagues to kids leagues to senior leagues. So we kind of say we focus from the tiny tots to the spectacular seniors, so and everything in between. So if your company wants to create their own league, you can do that. As few as 12 people is all you
Okay.
need, and you can join any league at any time, so you don't have to start on the first day of league. You can start 3 or 4 weeks into it and catch up. So we're pretty non-traditional. Anything can happen, but yet we still have some very traditional leagues that have been bowling in either one of our centers for 25 or plus years.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. That is great to have them coming back week after week after week to participate in that. So it's summer's coming up. It's going to get hot outside, but it's not hot in the bowling alley. It's
No.
nice and cool, and you guys have all sorts of camps and clinics and kids programs that are in place that people
do.
can register for right now.
That is correct. We offer a National Kids Bowl free program where kids get 2 free games of bowling every single day from May 1st to August 30th, so they can register online for that. We have our leagues that bowl, coaching clinics, high school camps, anything and everything from as young as 4 years old on up.
And you can find all that information out on your website. Why don't you, Cynthia, give us your website, give us your phone number, just the different ways that people can find out about.
Awesome. You can find us at missionbowl.com. Our phone number is 913-782-0279. We also can be found on Facebook, Twitter, all those other social media places. So anything you need, you can find generally at missionbowl.com. And everything's there.
Good. So, Alanna, do you handle all the social media stuff for the bowling alley?
No, but I do follow it, and for those of us teenagers, it's a lot more helpful than going to the website or calling, because it's just right there for you.
Sure. So, tell me. Let's talk about your recent championship. But start off, where do you go to school?
I go to St. James Academy in Lenexa, Kansas.
And they've got. I know them for volleyball.
Yes,
they're
a lot of
they have a
people-
tremendous volleyball program. But you've taken the bowling program and brought it to the highest level.
Yes, it's been an interesting ride. Freshman year, it wasn't looking too great. We didn't have too many bowlers. I think me and one other girl had ever been in a bowling alley before, and so we're like, okay. We didn't have much to work with, but this year we really accomplished the goals that we set out.
Sure. So and you are a senior, right?
I am a senior.
So
yes.
so you're out. By the time this show airs, you'll basically be out, right?
Yes.
So how long have you been bowling? When did you start?
I started bowling when I was 2 years old.
Oh my!
Yeah, I've been doing it since I was itty bitty.
Wow! And it's not the little plastic bowling ball with the little plastic pins. It's real bowling.
It's real bowling. Yeah.
Yeah.
That little
Wow.
2-year-old, that was me.
So tell us how the different steps you guys had to go through to win the championship and the championship that you won.
Well, I think freshman year, myself, I've always been very competitive. So I knew from the get-go that was something that I wanted to do. by the time I was a senior, and I wanted to take my team with me, and I knew that. So, I tried to just do my best to, kind of encourage them, show them that we are capable. St. James is known for volleyball, but, I told them we can make a name for bowling if we just put our minds to it and we put the practice in, and I think they really took that to heart. And so we were just really motivated, and once we qualified for state, nothing else was in our way, and we ended up taking third, and we got St. James its first bowling trophy, and kind of got it out there. People know more about bowling at St. James now, and we're very proud of that.
That is just awesome. That's so wonderful to hear that. I mean, it sounds like you're a coach already. It sounds like team captain kind of.
Yeah, I was team captain these past 2 years, but it's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to work with.
So obviously starting at 2 and winning the championship has led to bigger and better things this fall. You're going to college.
Yes.
Where are you going?
Baker University.
And you're going to bowl for them, right?
Yes, going on bowling scholarship. Very excited to get that started.
And what will you be studying at Baker besides knocking down the pins and all that?
I plan to major in nursing, so
okay.
That'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that.
Are you looking to go pro at any time? Is that out there? You obviously set your goals because of what you explained here. You said it 4 years ago and you achieved it. Is that anything in your future, or is it nursing?
I get that question a lot, and a lot of times I'm looking more towards a career in nursing. Bowling will always be something that I keep up with because it is a lifelong sport. Anyone can participate. So I'll definitely keep up with it in the leagues and everything, but I think I'm going more towards a career in nursing.
So what are you doing this summer? Are you going to be participating in competitions or teaching here or working the high school camps and things like that?
I think this summer I will definitely be in some leagues. I'm going to be working with my coaches at Baker to get ready for next season because once you start up, it's kind of you're right into it. So got to get some stuff figured out with them, get to practicing, things like that.
What is the bowling season in college?
It's a lot different than high school. High school, it's a winter season sport. At college, it's more of a year-long. They have tournaments throughout the year, usually on the weekends. They travel a lot, and then they go to sectionals in hopes to qualifying for nationals. So it's a pretty long season for them.
That's very interesting that it's like that. And you probably report there in June or July, right?
Yeah, I've been talking to my coach on and off, and she's ready to start practicing as soon as I graduate. So ready to go.
So what kind of bowling team do they have, and what are your goals there?
They actually only have a women's team.
Okay.
And so that was one of the things that I really liked about it because it's a smaller team, and so I know I'll be getting a lot of help from the two coaches. So I'll be hopefully, getting better. That's the main goal when I go there. And obviously the goal there is, let's win a national title.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Absolutely. Well, much luck to you.
Thank
That
you.
sounds absolutely wonderful. Much luck in not only the studies, but, in the extracurricular, activities with the team. So I'll give you the phone number for Mission Bowl here. It's 913-782-0279. You can find them at missionbowl.com. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from Mission Bowl in Olathe, located at 1020 South Weaver Street in Olathe, just off 56 Highway. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll have more of Good Sports after these messages. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033. These days, we're all so busy and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make your appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. And sign up now for Winterstone's Major Series tournaments. And visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. People today use hundreds of sources to find local information online. Have you Googled yourself lately? Bad online comments can irreparably damage you and your business. For a free online strategy review, contact Market Leverage at 816-600-0564. That's 816-600-0564. Looking for indoor training facilities for your team? Contact Sporting Lease Summit to find out how you can rent space at Z Sports in Greenwood or at the Sporting Lease Summit Performance Lab. And mark your calendars because Sporting Lease Summit Academy tryouts are coming June 7th through 9th at Swope Soccer Village. For more information on tryouts and facility rentals, visit sportingls.org or call Sporting Lease Summit at 816-554-2255. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000.
Welcome back to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at Mission Bowl in Olathe. Mission Bowl is one of the finest independently owned bowling centers in the country. Mission Bowl in Olathe delivers top quality bowling experiences so bowlers and their families come back again and again. They offer top-notch leagues, party programs, plus camps and clinics for all ages. At Mission Bowl, you can have a great time at prices that won't break your family's budget. Mission Bowl in Olathe is located at 1020 South Weaver Street, just off 56 Highway in Olathe. You can call them at 913-782-0279 or visit missionbowl.com. When looking for family fun, look no further than Mission Bowl in Olathe. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our Heartland Soccer Report presented by Market Leverage. This month, we update you on the $300 million Gateway Sports Village, which won approval from Grandview's City Council and will be breaking ground in the upcoming months. And in our issue, we also honor U.S. Army high school top performers from Washington High School, St. Pius, and we feature a future soldier who's a senior from Shawnee Mission Northwest who overcame cancer when he was younger and has recently joined the Army. Now, coming up on April 20th, we will be at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness, and they are located at 10400 West 103rd in Overland Park, just east of the 69 Highway. And on April 30th, we'll be at the Kansas City Ice Center, and the KCI Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. Then coming up in May on the 21st, we'll be at Winterstone Golf Course. Winterstone is located at 17101 East Kentucky Road in Independence. So we're here at Mission Bowl, and we're going to talk about some of the coaching that's available here to the young and the older bowlers. And we're joined by Frank Russell, who is not only a coach, but he's also a bowler here at Mission Bowl. Welcome, Frank. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you as well. Thank you.
So give us a little bit of your background on bowling. How long have you been doing it, and how long have you been coaching?
Well, I've been in bowling ever since 1979.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I've learned from a 75-year-old individual back in New Jersey. And that's where I got my first bowling ball and my first pair of shoes and my first actual lesson because I had no idea what I was doing. And ever since then, I loved the sport. Been in the military and then work and having family and children. I kind of got out of the sport for a while. I always wanted to be back in. And then when I moved to Kansas, I actually was able to get back into the sport. And it is my passion, so I really enjoy it.
So do you travel with some of the kids that you coach? Are you mostly here on the weekends?
I'm pretty much here every day that I can be here other than my regular job.
Sure.
I'm usually here about 6-7 days a week.
Wow.
I really enjoy coaching. It's a passion for me, seeing individuals get better. It could be age 6 or it could be age 86. I have helped all people in between those ages. So it's been awesome.
That is wonderful. So let's talk about the teaching process. Obviously, starting with little guys, how do you draw the little kids in, keep them focused, keep them happy and excited and keep it fun with them, but yet teach them the basics.
Well, one thing I really like or enjoy the most is actually being able to, I look at coaching as an investment for the parents and people out there. If your kid wants to improve, here's a place where you have someone that actually cares about the individual, number one.
Right.
And when you do that, that person understands. You get a feeling for who that person is so that you can reach out to that person. So making improvements, number one, is about the passion that you have for the individual in front of you. As a coach, it's not that complicated to learn a person and give them those basic fundamentals that you need in bowling to be successful.
That's interesting. But as a coach, everybody has a different personality, and they deal with success and failure in different ways and all that stuff. But even with the little kids, you have to keep them, up and positive and everything like that. Yeah,
sorry for interrupting.
Exactly. No, that's okay. Do you encourage using the bumpers with the little guys, or is that something that you say? I mean, I know it's fun. My kids have come here and to other bowling alleys to have parties, and the bumpers were always great when you're doing a party. But if you're really trying to learn and join a league and things like that, do you encourage the little bumpers?
Well, most people want to hit pins. Regardless, there's some kids that cannot control a 6-pound ball, the weight yet. But they want to hit pins. So when they're at that level where they really cannot hold the bowling ball, bumpers might be okay, like you said, for birthday parties. But if I come in and I see them doing that, I'll show them a couple things to help them get the ball down the lane so that they can hit pins. So as far as encouraging bumpers, I actually go the opposite direction.
Gotcha.
I want them to feel that accomplishment, that achievement of being able to hit the pins without the bumpers.
Well, that's what I figured, like in T-ball. T-ball's great, but the ball's just sitting there. To be able to hit the ball as it's coming at you is certainly, more of an achievement for the kid. It's harder, but it's more of an achievement for the kid. So it's the same kind of thing. And I did some looking online, and there are a zillion little details to bowling. It not only requires incredible coordination, but focus and all that kind of stuff. So you're able to adjust all and see all of those different things as you're working with a kid or working with a teenager.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity, and I might be going off track for a little second here.
It's okay.
But I've had the opportunity to work with some of the best coaches, some of the most veteran coaches on the planet. Again, my background in bowling, I've been a part of the International Art of Bowling, which has the Queen's Professional PBA Tour Women's Champion, the best player on the planet right now, Jason Belmonte, which is actually the Player of the Year 3 times in a row. Ron Hoppy, Bill Spigner, some of the Storm individuals that create some of the bowling balls. Gold-level coaches, Susie Minshew, and I can go on with names and names and names. But the importance is that I have the information from people that are professional as well as that do this job of bowling every day. This is their life. So this is the people that I wanted to see what was making them great, and then take that information and give it to our kids here in Kansas City and make sure that they're getting the same information instead of just a good bowler passing on what they've learned. Because there's so much to bowling that you have to identify each individual's physical capabilities before you can actually give them that the tools to be successful, because without identifying those physical capabilities, you're not sure if they have what it takes. You have to give that to them. And that's the difference between making someone bowl better or just score well for that day.
Yeah, because, working with a taller kid and kids jump up in size at different times and maturity and things like that, I'm sure that those add and subtract from the physical capabilities that the individual has.
Well, yes and no, because the thing I love most about bowling is it doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter what size. If you learn the basic fundamentals here, we're going to help you get along your way to being a successful bowler. And it's really that great of a sport that it's a lifetime sport. It's a family sport. The atmosphere is always fantastic. It's just something you want to look into if you haven't.
Yeah, and it obviously, like you said, a lifetime. It gets in your blood. Obviously, in your case, you told that story about how much you liked it and that you got back to it. It gets in your blood, and there's an opportunity to make all sorts of friends and and things like that. I mean, it teaches all those skills that the soccer crazy kids learn as well on the soccer field. So how do you draw those soccer crazy kids to the bowling alley? What's the hook?
Well, there's really not a hook, I would say, per se, but there's just so many opportunities that people don't or are not aware of.
Yeah.
The scholarships that these kids can build, it's incredible. I've known of individuals that got me involved that they paid for their first semester of college because they bowled since they were 6, 7 years old,
right?
And they continued to perform and bowl in these tournaments. And at the league level as well, they have scholarship deals that go on, and over time that really does help a tremendous amount off the parents' shoulders, because as we know, education is definitely costly at times, depending on where you want to go. But there's also 76 or 79 different bowling scholarships alone that you can apply for and get, and it's amazing. And like I said, going back to the International Art of Bowling, all that information we have that we can share. So
Sure.
It's fantastic.
So if somebody wants to get a hold of you to set up individual coaching or team coaching or lessons, those types of things, how can they reach you?
The easiest way to reach me would be to contact the bowling alley, which you have the number here, Mission Bowl N Olathe. And what we do is we'll schedule some time that's available to get you on a lane, an hour, 2 hours, whatever it takes, and help you get better.
Wonderful. Well, Frank, thanks so much for joining us today. And you can reach Frank at 913-782-0279 or contact him through the website missionbowl.com. That will do it for my show today. Thanks to Mission Bowl in Olathe for hosting us today, and for Mission Bowl's Cynthia Thomas, Frank Russell, and Alanna Dierking for joining us today. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it online at kcsportspaper.com and all over KC, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Watch more episodes on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. The Kansas Rush Soccer Club is now registering recreational players for their upcoming soccer camps and competitive players for their college ID camps. And visit kansasrush.com to register now for club tryouts in June and for the pre-tryout camp. For more information, visit kansasrush.com or call 913-764-4111. The Dugout is an indoor softball and baseball training facility in Independence featuring 3 turf fields, 6 batting cages, 3 pitching tunnels, and more. Visit thedugoutkc.com for more details. Are you looking for information on youth sport camps and activities this summer? Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine encourages you to check out these organizations. Horse Crazy, Summer Hill Farm Horse Camp is a great way to make new friends and spend a week dedicated to nothing but horses. For more information, visit summerhillfarm.net or call 913-486-7977. Looking for something fun this summer? Say yes to bowling at Mission Bowl in Olathe. Sign up now for clinics, leagues, skill and drill camps, or high school camps. For more details, visit missionbowl.com or call 913-782-0279. Register today for the 2016 Sunflower Basketball Camp, June 7th through 10th at Shawnee Mission South. This camp is for boys ages 8 through 13. For more information, call 913-530-2067. Visit stasaints.net/summercamps to sign up now for basketball, cross country, football, soccer, tennis, volleyball, wrestling, or speed and strength camps this summer at St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Overland Park. Girls grades 7 to 12 can sign up now for the UMKC Girls Elite ID Soccer Camps in June and July. These camps are for players who aspire to play at the collegiate level. Visit umkcwomensoccercamps.com for more information. Registration is open for Clayview Country Club Summer Sports Camps beginning in July. These camps are for kids ages 5 to 12. Campers will swim, play tennis, basketball, volleyball, and more. The register, call 816-781-7939. Summer hockey camps start in June at the Kansas City Ice Center. Go to kcicecenter.com for schedules and details. Register now for summer rec and college ID sports camps with the Kansas Rush Soccer Club. And get more details on club tryouts and the pre-tryout advance camp by visiting kansasrush.com or call 913-764-4111.